Good morning, YouTube. So it's not as early as we'd hoped, but we have got to the block and things have gone wrong already. I guess that's part and parcel of not living where you work and not working there every day. But today we're about to do some fun things, eh?
Wouldn't call them fun, but we're building a house, so yeah, it's exciting. Something's a little bit different.
Something's happening.
Guess what? We're building the next story.
We're what?
We're building the next story up there.
We're trying to, anyway. Which would be a lot easier if we rocked up and people hadn't stolen our timber.
Yeah. They haven't stolen much, but they've stolen a little bit.
Well, they've stolen enough to make me mad, so...
So thanks if you're out there and you're watching our video, which is very, very...
unlikely. But if you are...
Tell your friends.
Up yours. And now we've got to do a stock take of all of our joists because... now they look like this instead of like that.
That's what?
So we got to do a stock take to make sure that none of those were stolen either.
Excuse
What'd you say, babe?
I said I feel like we have had them nicked, but
Yeah, I feel like they've been...
they were stacked up there and had some stuff up against them, which is pretty unlikely for it to fall.
Yeah.
Mommy, here you go, your fruit salad.
Oh, thank you. It's delicious. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. But that's just kind of a kick up the bum to get it done quicker, really, isn't it, babe?
Yeah.
So that doesn't happen anymore. Okay, so, oh, look at this go. Hey, strong man. Oh no, babe. Yeah, no kidding. Do you want me to move that over? Alright, well, I just spent 45 minutes on hold to Bunnings because I can't find the receipt in my emails for all these joists. They're really helpful, they're getting onto it, they're going to email it out to me so I can work out exactly what has been stolen from our joists, and then we can start to work out what we're going to do. In the meantime, Big Viv has been trying to sort them all out, getting them ready in their respective rooms. So these are all what, 6 point?
They'll go over this and across the laundry to the other wall.
To the garage?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Hi, babe.
Hi.
You doing it?
Getting there. Let's just get some screws now and lock it in.
And maybe some nosh for the kiddlywinks.
Maybe.
Babe, talk. Yeah. Drink first. It's been a big day.
Oh.
Yeah. It's half flat water.
Yeah. Alright, so it's been a little while since I showed you what we've been up to at the block. And what we've done a bit of brickwork, doing a bit of carpentry work. You'll probably notice that things go backwards and forwards, jumping from, oh, I've got a pet bit Maggie here. Check that out. Look how close I am. Super friendly. This is our station friend. That's for a couple.
What happened?
Birdie, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Okay, yeah. Here you go. There you go. Alright, so going back to where we were, you'll probably notice in this build we jump from one spot to the other. That's because we're juggling money and trying to save resources and lots of other things. So that's why we're going backwards and forwards a bit. When things rock up and we can get hold of them, because we're doing on a shoestring budget, that we jump around a bit. So what we've done here, we've finally enclosed this front window. So the front window's in. Obviously it's not tied in the corner yet, but the brickwork is up. There's a little gap down there. That's not stuff that we're worried about. We'll fill that in. Small little brick on the inside because we've got to do the outside still. Yeah, the window's gone in. We've come up to the inside here of the wardrobe for Levi's room, and we're sort of just we're going to fill this bit in soon. It's got to tie into the front door and tie into the top. And you notice the top cap hasn't been done in this area here. If you have a look back up in there, you can see where we've done to the very top. It's the two top courses up in there. We've got to go around and do all this in here, all the way around. We've got to go up 2 more courses, which 2 courses is that many for you guys that don't really know what that is. That's 2 courses there. So that's how much has to go on top of all this brickwork here, all the way around. It's a bit messy because it was when I first started and I was still learning. It's getting rendered, so it doesn't even matter. I don't even care. So yeah, basically this area is just going to be finished off in the top course because we want to start putting the flooring in. And the reason why I'm putting the flooring in, I want to get it up and get it bolted down because it's actually getting stolen here now, and we're packing because we're a couple short already. People just turn up and just take a piece as they need it. I don't know why they think we're their local Bunnings. This actually costs us a fortune for this timber. This is like 9 grand just for that pile there. And to have to go and buy more is pretty heartbreaking. So we've chucked some up. But first the brickwork's done there, and you can see how we've got to tie the front in with this section here. So as this comes up, this ties into the front door, and then when we get to this level here, we actually have to start on the front or here. So I'm not too keen on doing that just yet. So what am I actually trying to do, because the temperature's getting up into the high 30 degrees, more 40 than anything. So it's actually getting pretty hot up here. So the family gets baked. So what we're trying to do is get some shade in this area here because there is nothing. Talk about some temporary stuff. Levi, my oldest boy, I gave him the opportunity to do some stuff to the house. So what we're doing, we're actually getting the meter box because we don't want to get a temporary meter box and then have to, sorry, that might be a bit better. We don't want to get a temporary meter box and then have it connected, then disconnected, and then reconnected when to go to a meter box. So what we've done, I spoke to my mate who's an electrician and said, what do I have to do to get power here in the meter box? And he said he can't just put it on the meter box. The meter box has to be fixed. So what we've decided to do is I've given Levi a bit of free rein here. This is the first time he's ever done any brickwork. And so we've just said, rightio Levi, you go nuts. So what you can see here is Levi has actually bricked the meter box in. Now it's a bit rough, but remember Levi's never ever done any brickwork before. And so we've given him this chance to do this. So this is what we've done. We're pretty proud. So what we're going to do there, we're going to get the power run to here. And even though this brickwork looks a bit rough, right here is where the actual wall's going to be when the meter box goes in. So we're just going to get the power run. It comes in through the back here, along the back, comes out through this little hole here and up into the bottom of the meter box there, into there, punch a hole, and it comes into this section here. And then what will happen is when we actually build the proper wall for it, we'll actually just push these off. These will just get snapped off at the base here, just put a cut in it, and we'll just take that away. But it's just something good for Levi, just to have a bit of practice and learn how to lay bricks. Obviously, as he gets older and a bit more experienced at it, he'll get better at it. So yeah, we'll just get them up to the top here, make it so it's sort of fixed for our electrician mate. He can come and hook up the wiring, and then we don't have to pay twice for disconnection and connection fees, which I just think is crazy. I understand everyone's got to make money, but yeah, I don't want to have to pay twice. So brickwork's got to be finished in that corner. But what we've done now, I'll show you what we've done today. And for some of you guys who are actually just watching and laughing, or watching and learning to see why we're doing what we're doing, here we are. This section's done all through here. So we've done this. This is the dining room. We've actually got a beam that's got to go across from here to here, so I can continue along. Then this will go all the way across here. And then we've got another beam that goes over there and across as well that we have to bring up. And then yep, we'll join all these beams across to there. Then we're on the home straight. But if you can have a look in here. So what we're doing in here, just by putting that up alone, you can see how much more shade we've got in here, all the way across, which is pretty cool. And Megs is real happy about that, aren't you, babe?
I am.
Yeah, so she's much happier here. So where am I at with this? If you guys know anything about, oh, nice to keep my toe on a brick. Yeah, I'll show them in a minute. So if any of you guys know about carpentry work, you'll see across the top here, we've actually anchored all these bits of wood in all the way around, and they go on it. They've got chemi anchors that go in on each side. And some of you guys will say, where's your top cap? Where is the top cap? Some of you guys are going to say, where's the top cap? And some of you guys are going to say, what's a top cap? So a top cap is normally a piece of wood about, let me get this piece of wood and show you, about this thickness here. And that gets connected all the way around the outside on the top. And what's supposed to happen is these beams are actually supposed to sit on the top cap. Nail them in, because the top cap is actually supposed to be bolted into the top course. So a lot of builders don't do it these days, but we've actually run solid longs all the way around the top. So when you chemi anchor them in, it's actually going to be nice and solid. And not many builders do it these days. I don't know why, I don't know how they get away with it, but they don't. So we've gone away with the top cap for now, and we've chemi anchored these straight to the top. And the reason why is we're not actually going to run ceiling joists underneath this. Normally you run a ceiling joist, and we're not doing that because we can go straight into these trusses, which is good. Remembering we've got a second floor to go on top as well, so we've got a big double gyprock, so it's nice and quiet all through here. And so what we've had to do now, because we're not doing a top cap, we've actually got to put a spacer block in between each one of these. So the offcuts of these will go on the side and will actually block it, so that the timbers, even though they're anchored, will actually rock backwards and forward. They'll just sort of flex. So by blocking on the each end of them, it'll actually stop them from rolling over. And then on the ends here, you'll see there's a gap. So what we have to do on the ends, this is where the wood's going, we've got to actually run lots of timbers this way now, and that's what the wall will sit on. So this is this section done. Well, not done, but it's at the point where we've got a bit of shade up here, and we'll keep going. What we've got to do next, it's pretty tricky, this part, because the beam is so big, and the webbing is the gap between the webbing and the outside of the beam. So we actually have to put wood in there, and then we have to nail our timbers in onto the beam, and it's pretty tricky to do that. So we've got a lot more. You can see we've got heaps more to go here. Some have fallen over, which is another reason why when they came shopping for our timber, they knocked some over. So yeah, we want to get them up quick, get them bolted into place, You're probably gonna look around and go, man, there's a lot of stuff just not really being finished here, and there's a reason for all that. You know, like over here, you'll see there's brickwork missing over here, and over there in that corner there's a brick missing, and I've left that out for a reason. That's because I want to get the welder in there, but I have to get a different generator, or hopefully we can get the power on and bring the welder up, which would be much handier than even a generator. So hopefully if the timing works out, we can get the power connected, get the welder up here. Off you go, son. Get the welder up here, and then I can fully seam weld, because the problem with this, it's 15 mil, and my welder is pretty big, and when you crank it right up, even my 6,500 kVA generator has a nightmare trying to do this, so probably need another 1,000 kVA. So what our plan is really is to have this back half of the house, so I'll show you where we want done. So from this part here all the way across to that section over there, and across to there, and all this section out the back here, you can see we all want this covered. And the reason why I want to do that is we want shade in here. It's a nice place to work, and this section can pretty much have the floor put on, and then we can have a bit more shade here for the rest of the summer, which is cool. And then once we've got this section done, all the timber sort of that's in here is going to be covered up then. That's a lot better, and that means we can work on the front section. So we'll get that front half done. We've got the garage. We're waiting on a door for the garage.
We're waiting on a door.
Actually, we haven't even ordered it.
We're waiting on a door to magically appear.
That's
out
what
of
it was.
thin air, because we haven't ordered it.
So we found every door that we need except for this one door, and I just feel like we must be close to getting this door, because we've got the same size door for the rest of the house except this one. And this one opens the opposite direction to what we've found in the past. So we've got heaps for upstairs now because we've been collecting them, but we're just waiting for one to rock up, and I reckon it will. We've done all right so far.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, we just have to wait for it to rock up, but it's okay. If worst case scenario, we've got plenty of timber. I might even just knock up a timber door, because the laundry outside door is timber, the outside door to the front is timber, so it's not really the end of the world that another door going outside is timber as well. And it'll take us an hour to knock up a door frame out of the timber we have, so that might be what happens. That's where we're at with the house. If you've got any questions, let us know. If you want to hang around for the next one, we'll show you how I'm going to block up the beams, because this isn't forever. Well, it is forever, but it's not finished as such, as the way I've got to block up all that stuff. I've left a spanner up the top there for the bolts, but I'm not getting up there now. I'm over it. So we're done for now. We will be back on Monday and maybe Tuesday, depending on how we go. It'd be nice to get this back section done.
If it's 40 degrees, we won't be here.
I'll be here, but Megs won't be. It sounds like she's bailing. So I've just got to get this done, and it's not getting any cooler.
No.
And we don't want to turn around and be raining again. So we pretty much have to get it done now.
And if you're the person who stole my timber,
yeah,
enjoy it.
Give it back.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. So we're a few pieces short now. Thankfully we've got a few extra beams at home that we've picked up on site, which are different to these ones, but they're the same. They'll do the job. So it just sucks. I think that's where we're at now. Hopefully there isn't any more that we've missed. We'll go from there, and we're done for today. I think we've done a pretty hard day. I'm a bit sore. I feel like I've done a good workout. Oh, in case you're wondering, another thing I just wanted to explain. You'll see around here, all on the outside here, there's no bricks all the way around. Yeah, why haven't you done the bricks? So, I can't be bothered. No, but really, the reason why is these on the outside, we've got to block these, so a piece of block goes inside that area there to stop it from going left or right. And then also I'm going to put, just to make it stronger, I'm actually going to get some marine ply, 300 mil high, and go and join that whole lot together like an end cap. And then after that, I've got to run some foil down over the top, so no water can actually run down in behind and go in the door. So I've actually got to put some flashing all the way around here. It's a bit of a trick, so I'm trying to do it all on the cheap, and if it stays off for a little bit longer, it's not the end of the world. We can do the inside, because it's the outside's later anyway. This is all where your weight bearing is, on the inside, so it's not a problem. We're not bothered by it, and I don't think anyone who knows what they're doing is bothered by it. It's a bit backwards and going forwards, but we've had to do it like this to work for our family and financially. So we've done well. We're so far, that's probably our biggest expense, I think, is doing that with timber, which has now gone missing. Other than that, we want to get it up now before it gets nicked. I think we're good. Oh, that's the other bit I've got to do. I've got to weld in this section here. You can see I'm going to weld these lintels, those T-lintels, tie them all in together, tie that all together. It just makes it nice and strong. I don't technically have to do it, but it just makes it a better job if I do. So I'll block it all up, and then after that we can get all this finished off. Yeah, we're done. It's Saturday the 31st. And we're out of here. It's a new year, and so next year hopefully get this all up and done and flashed up and all good to go.
Next year, this house will be finished.
This house will be finished next
and we'll
year.
Sell it, and next year
Then we're going to buy a farm.
We're buying a farm. 2023, we're buying a farm.
Yep. So we've got flat out from here. It's all go. Once we get the cover on it, it'll be much easier to be up here. Yeah. No matter what temperature it is, we'll be able to get it done. Getting power up here. We can almost live in here. Roughing it. We've got a toilet down the back there, you can see. Toilet down in there. Yep. We can use that for now. Megs loves it. Stinks like a typical trading toilet, but we're done. Thank you for hanging around. I hope you got something out of it. If you got any questions, let us know. Put them in the comments below, and I'll try and get back to you and answer them as quick as I can. Another thing, the kids wanted me to show you this. So they're getting involved as well. We've got Levi doing some cementing, and the kids are doing the I-beams. So these are just the off-cut from the beams, and they're just doing nailing. Best craft ever. Keeps them out of the way. Keeps them happy. If they're happy, I'm happy. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for seeing the update. Have a good new year from our family to yours. God bless.